After watching the entire DingTalk 2.0 launch event today, I feel that China has officially begun a paradigm shift from AI chatting to AI execution. A few days ago, someone noticed that the DingTalk building replaced its logo with Wukong. This product's internal importance at Alibaba has been elevated to the top tier. You might ask, how could an AI product possibly deserve to be in the top tier? On the contrary, I think it might be the key step to truly connecting the Alibaba ecosystem. So what kind of product is Wukong? You can think of it as a more secure execution assistant like Openclaw, tailored for domestic use. Thanks to the recent popularity of Openclaw, people are finally seeing the potential of AI as a personal assistant. The pace of major tech companies is surprisingly consistent because AI execution is far more valuable than just chatting. However, since Openclaw has many security risks and isn't very user-friendly, most big firms are trying to build their own versions to integrate into their ecosystems, aiming to be the user gateway 10 years from now. So what is Wukong's entry point this time? I believe it's targeting execution within corporate and workplace scenarios. First, it can be used independently on both PC and mobile. Data is always processed in an isolated sandbox, so it won't affect your main system. You can think of it as a layer of physical isolation for security. On top of its OC capabilities, it integrates DingTalk's native AI features like AI docs, sheets, and transcripts, along with DingTalk's overall understanding of corporate collaboration and its ecosystem. You can view Wukong as an independent AI middle platform. It can connect to DingTalk to operate various functions and also link to other parts of the Alibaba ecosystem. Let me show you a few real-world case studies from the event. The first case addresses customer acquisition for offline stores. How can AI help an offline auto repair shop attract 100 customers? First, Wukong breaks down this major goal. After formulating a complete strategy, it searches platforms for similar viral hits, analyzes their logic, confirms it, and then creates and publishes content in bulk. Once the content attracts users, it engages with them in the comments. All acquired customers are then entered into this sheet for bulk organization and summarization. After seeing this case, the auto repair shop owner was so stunned he wanted to pay immediately. This acquisition case can be applied to most offline scenarios. The second case involves building a SaaS system for a client. Previously, without AI, you'd have to review requirements with the client, write documents, and go through back and forth confirmations before development. In this case, the developer simply sent 3 meeting recordings to Wukong. Wukong understood exactly what the client needed from the meetings and turned the requirements and design directly into a functional product demo. Finally, the developer gave the system to the client, who provided feedback. That feedback was then fed back into the AI for iterative adjustments. What used to take 3 developers several weeks to produce can now be done in 30 minutes, significantly accelerating the project's development speed. Finally, let's look at an e-commerce scenario, which is what I meant by Wukong truly entering Alibaba's home turf. In this case, Wukong was asked to find toy product opportunities on 1688. Since these platforms are all part of Alibaba, the data is fully integrated. When a user looks for product opportunities, it's like having access to the entire 1688 backend, combined with AI for product selection. Even more impressively, it can analyze supplier qualifications, present them in a table, and tell you which price is best and which company has better credentials. Once finished, it automatically lists the products, fills in details, and continuously tracks and optimizes data, even replacing product images. The entire e-commerce loop is now handled by AI. The big narrative has shifted from AI chatting to AI execution, but no one expected that the direction these big companies have been working on for the past year or two would be broken through in just over a month this year by the crayfish. The good thing is it's officially put AI agents on the main track. I think this year might be the real year of the agent. You'll see various agent-based execution products entering our lives, helping you with many tasks in both your personal life and your work. Yeah, the times are changing so fast, it's absolutely wild. And DingTalk, at this launch event, gave us a preview of a new way of working in the future. Alright, I'm Regner, thanks for watching, see you in the next one. If you have any questions, see you in the comments. Bye bye.